this afternoon as we track Hurricane Erin just off of our coast. We have a lot of surf at Tybee Island. Rough surf, the same thing for Hilton Head and all of our beach locations up and down the Georgia and South Carolina coast. You can see some people out there in the water, but those are surfers since they are attached to a flotation device that is actually okay for them to be in these types of conditions. It's actual swimmers who out there are on their own that don't have that flotation device that cannot be in those waters when you have that double red flag flying, but you can definitely see how large those waves are for right now. Hurricane Erin is at its closest approach to the coastal Empire Low Country. It is about 450 miles due east of Tybee Island right now. You can see the eye has been really apparent for the past few hours on satellite imagery, so it still is a well-formed hurricane. It is ingesting a little bit of dry air, so long term we do expect it to weaken, but in the short term it is actually possible that Erin could regain some strength as it interacts with the warm waters of the Gulf Stream. As it does get a little bit closer to the North Carolina coast, it will be crossing over those waters. Sustained wind as of 5 o'clock. The numbers just coming in from the Hurricane Center, 110-mile-per-hour sustained winds, gusts as high as 130, and it is possible that it does regain Category 3 status early tomorrow morning or into the afternoon with wind speeds as high as 115 miles per hour before weakening over the cooler waters of the North Atlantic. Eventually, it will transition into a post-tropical system as we head toward Friday and into the weekend. So at that point, as it pulls away from the U.S., it will no longer be a concern, and that will allow the weather pattern to kind of get back to normal. A cold front will be moving in, and that will bring us a chance for showers and storms. But until that happens, high surf and high rip current risks will be a huge issue. So those double red flags will likely remain in place for a few more days for Tybee and for Hilton Head. So definitely listen to the lifeguards, and as we were talking about earlier, once they're done for the day, it's a good idea to just stay out of the water altogether. As we look ahead for this evening, some minor coastal flooding is possible with a strong onshore breeze. That high tide occurring just around 7 o'clock for Fort Pulaski, just above minor flood stage for the Savannah River at 9.5. That forecasts tide level at 9.6. So some minor saltwater inundation is possible. Same thing for Thursday and again for Friday, but it looks like those tide levels will begin to lower a bit as Erin begins to really pull away from the east coast of the U.S. For right now, Viper radar, despite the proximity of a hurricane just off of the coast, we have a clear scan on Viper radar other than a few stray showers that have been developing across the low country and into southern Chatham County, parts of Bryan County as well. So a few very quick moving showers, certainly not out of the question over the next few hours. Right now, temperature is not too bad where we have some extra clouds and an onshore breeze, upper 80s where it's a little sunnier, and we have more of that land influence, 95 degrees for Baxley, so a few spots are on the hotter side. When you factor in the humidity, it is feeling a bit hotter out there as well. That's going to be the case through the day tomorrow. We have that risk for a few showers and storms developing in the later afternoon into the early evening hours, perhaps a slightly higher risk than what we've had for today. Those rain chances, though, they will get higher for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, scattered showers and storms are expected, gradually then beginning to dry out for Monday and especially for next Tuesday and Wednesday. For tonight, 74 for the low temperature, hot and humid, well, not hot and humid, warm and humid for tonight, and then for tomorrow, hot and humid with a few isolated showers and storms possible during those afternoon hours. And then as we look ahead to the weekend, it will be cooler because of that increased chance for showers and storms. We've got a frontal boundary moving in for next week. There's indications that next Wednesday we'll just be in the mid to upper 80s for highs, so a pretty decent change to have a cool down without some high storm chances.
Yeah, and I like sun and clouds too. Actually, no rain on this.
That's
schedule.
nice.
That's not bad. So interesting how strong Erin is. I was just looking, and they've actually closed the road to Cape Hatteras now for at least the foreseeable future because of those waves coming over and the amount of water.
And then in the aftermath, we'll have to see if the road is still there.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So, all right. Well, what's good next?